What's up, YouTube fam? So I'm doing this a little different than I normally do. Because normally, you know, I'll be at my house or somewhere when I'm starting the video to talk to you guys. But since I've been so busy lately, I'm just filming whenever I can. So right now I'm driving to school and there's heavy traffic, so I'm just gonna leave the camera right here on my little display, you know, where your speedometer and all that is. So I'm gonna leave it there and just talk to you guys. So the reason this video is gonna be a little different is because I'm doing this in the future, then I will be showing you footage from the past. So I guess I'm gonna be kind of telling you a story. I mean, it's not like a crazy story or anything, it's just I went to the gym yesterday and I did legs. So I completely forgot to film like a commentary or like talking, I guess, in last night's workout video. So I'm just gonna film it right now while I'm driving to school. So yesterday was one of my favorite workout days because it was pretty high volume in can't talk. So it was pretty high volume in legs in the Candido side of the program and deadlifts. So after I did that, so instead of just doing the Candido way where you just do 2 optional exercises after legs, what I'm gonna start doing with myself now is I'm gonna do I guess power building like I did before. So I'm gonna do my bodybuilding stuff after. So for legs, I'm gonna do pull day, which is pretty much back and biceps, and then for the upper body days that Candido has, I'm gonna basically turn it into push days. So instead of doing like bench, overhead press, and lat pull down and rows, I'm just gonna change it to just bench and overhead press, and then basically all push accessories, so like triceps, shoulders, lateral raises, stuff like that. The hardest part of the workout, and I said before that I was gonna start doing cardio, but man, the amount of volume that we had in the beginning for squats was just crazy. It was pretty much cardio. So the first set, it was he calls it max reps, but no more than 10. So I squatted one set at 295, and then for the max reps, and I went up to 8, and that's the minimum that he suggested you'd be able to do. So I did 8 reps, and after that he did extra volume squats where you add 5 pounds. So on top of that, you'd be doing 5 by 3. So on top of 295, I added 5 pounds. So that put me at squatting basically heavy triples at 300 by 3 for 5 sets. So that was killer. And between sets, you only have 60 seconds rest. So it would be squat heavy triple, rest 60 seconds, squat another heavy triple, rest 60 seconds. And the whole time I was doing it beltless because I want to try to train myself to brace properly, because I think I've been starting to rely on the belt a little bit too much. So I'm just gonna do, I'm just have the belt with me, but I'm only gonna do it excuse me, I can't talk right now, guys. But I'm only gonna do it with the belt when I feel like my lower back is giving out, or like I feel like I can't handle the weight anymore. But right now at 300, it's definitely pretty hard, but you know, you gotta kind of grind through it to build up that strength to be able to hold that weight without the belt. So yeah, so I did 300. And then after that, I did 3 sets of 8 on deadlifts, and I think on Monday or last week I did 2 sets of 8 on deadlifts at 335. But since the volume was so high on squats, I lowered the weight down for myself. So I did 3 sets of 8 on deadlift at 315 instead. And that was pretty cool. I mean, my sumo definitely felt a lot better, but like my friend Feynman did point out to me in one of my, I think it was my Instagram video, like I need to depress my scapula more. So that's something I've been trying to focus on. But I don't know, it's kind of weird because I noticed that when I'm fatigued, it's hard for me to do that. Because I knew my first 2 reps of both of my sets on deadlift, they were really good. Like I was really tight everywhere, and I pulled well. But then towards the end, I noticed like, and that's the benefit of filming yourself, you know, like you notice how your posture is, how your form is. So I noticed in the rest of my set, my shoulders kind of like slouched forward a little bit, and I think that's just because I was a little fatigued. So definitely something I'm going to focus more on and work on.
If I slip into the ocean, swallow me up in one motion. Though seas my queen, I show devotion. Where's my lifeline, Mr. Bosun? I ain't ready to let go now. I ain't ready to let go. I ain't ready to let go. I ain't ready to let go now.
So the first thing I did after I did my deadlifts was dumbbell rows. And the thing I like about dumbbell rows is that you can really feel the isolation in your lats, because the way that I row, I don't think I filmed it, but the way that I row in like, not just straight up like this, I row kind of like in a backward motion type of thing. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's like this. So when I row, I feel my lat squeeze at the very top right here. So by that point, by top I mean when the dumbbell is near my hip, then I lower it back down and I feel the whole thing stretch. So then after dumbbell rows, what I did was went over to, I don't know what they call it, but I call it the cage, jungle gym, whatever. I did cable rows, and then I did lat pull down. So the thing I like about cable rows is it really focuses on that. Once you do it correctly and squeeze, and when you see here, I'm going to lean forward slightly, and that stretches out my lats as well. And then when I pull all the way back, I'm pulling just towards my hip. It's really good for your back. So when you do that, then after that, you go straight into the lat pull down. It's really, really good for your back development, in my opinion, because that's basically the main exercise I always do for back, and I've always done. So all the wide grip bars for the lat pull downs are being used, so I had to just use like a different bar where it's like kind of a neutral grip, a little bit, not as wide as I want it to be, but just wide enough. So it's like this, and I pull it down towards my chest, and I just make sure I squeeze. So usually what you want to do with your lat pull downs is you want to go as wide as you can, so that when you pull, you're engaging your lats and it helps build the width. So all the stuff that you do like rows, it really helps with the thickness of your back, whereas lat pull downs, pull-ups, those are exercises to help with the width too. so you get your back wider, so more of that V taper. So when you're doing lat pull downs, it's the same type of concept, and basically the same concept with every movement, mind-muscle connection. So when you pull down, you want to make sure you contract your muscles, basically flex, and then as you let it go up, you don't want to just let it go up until like maybe like halfway, then pull again. You want to let it go up far enough where you feel your entire back stretch. So once you feel those muscles stretch, then you can pull down for another contraction. That's the best way to work out your muscles. So then after I did all my back stuff, I went over to do biceps. So basically I did, after the legs, so squat, deadlift, then I did 3 back exercises. Now I'm just gonna do 2 biceps and 1 abs and call it a day. So for biceps today I decided to do machine preacher curls. So one thing that I learned from watching a lot of people's videos and just doing some reading is that for your biceps to grow, you want to keep it, for any muscle for the most part, one of the best ways to work out your muscles and help them grow is time under tension. And all that principle really is that the more amount of stress basically that you put onto your muscle, the more fibers and stuff will tear and the more you'll grow. Like that's just the basic gist of it. So what I did for the machine preacher curl was, instead of holding the handle like I would normally hold something like this, you know, like gripping tightly, all I did for the curling part was I just basically put my hand under. I didn't even grab it with my thumb, just so my fingertips or my palm was on it. And then from there, I did the curling motion, so that way it isolates the bicep and it takes the forearm completely out of the equation. Because I'm holding it like this, and then I'm pulling, then you know you can feel that tension in your forearms, and you can feel your forearms working to help you bring the weight up. But if I'm just like this, open palm, and I'm pulling up like this, then it's all bicep. So basically, you pull up to the top, and like I was mentioning earlier, mind muscle connection. And once you reach the top, you want to flex. And then when you release it down, you don't want to go all the way down, but you want to go down far enough to where your muscle's still under tension. So for everyone it might be a little different depending what angle you're at, but like in this video for me, I almost go all the way down. And then pull it back up and flex it. So I did, for arms I always do higher volume than I do other exercises. So I think in the beginning I did sets of 12, and then I went down to 10. So then I only did 3 sets yesterday. And then after that, I ran over to the dumbbell rack, and I didn't film this, but then I did hammer curls. So I just found a really light weight. I think I did 25s, and I just pump out hammer curls, probably about 26 total. So like 26, so like 18 each arm. Actually no, that's not 18. My math is terrible. 13 each arm. So 13 each arm, really fast, just pumping it. And then after I did 2 sets of that, because I mean for me 26 is pretty much my burnout point. So I guess it'd be better if I said pump out hammer curls till failure. So then after 2 sets of hammer curls till failure, I went over and I just did 1 ab exercise, which is hanging leg raise. So I did 3 sets of 10, and then after that, that's it. That was the whole workout, guys. So I'm sorry this video seemed a little rushed, guys. It's a really hectic week because I have drill this week, and I also have 2 quizzes. But since my professor wouldn't work out rescheduling the quiz with me, I had to work it around with my unit. So I'm gonna be driving back and forth from LA to school a lot. But I mean, that's not till the end of the week, but I'm still stressing out about it. And I've just been studying for the quiz. And so I have a lot on my plate right now. So that's why I'm just kind of filming whenever I can. So right now, since I'm basically just stuck in traffic, I'm just gonna film in my car. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below or send me a message. I'll get back to you. I always read my comments. And then remember to subscribe, thumbs up, and share the video if you liked it. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.
If I slip into the ocean